Hello and welcome to part 4 of our Arkham Knight podcast. We're going to talk a little bit about where Rocksteady, where do Rocksteady go from here? Because so they've come out and said Batman Arkham Knight is their final Batman game. I don't believe that for a second. Basically, if Warner Brothers come and offer them a pile of cash, I can't imagine they'll say no to make another one. But there's talk of doing like a Silver Age one, so that'd be a bit more colourful, maybe a bit more slapstick. There's been talk about doing obviously the Warner are working on a Justice League film if all these ridiculous films that they're making pan out, so maybe they'll make a Justice League game with Superman, or maybe they'll just spin out and do Superman, or maybe they'll do something completely different. I'm gonna let you talk now.
Oh, me. There was actually some footage that kicked out before this game came out, well, way before this series came out, which was a gas lamp.
Fanny by Gaslight.
Yeah, which looks cool.
That did look cool.
It looked really interesting. And I think there's loads more you could do with Batman. I think they will definitely reboot it. There'll probably be a Justice League element. I think if I was Rocksteady, I would probably look at a studio like Naughty Dog, and I think, do you know what? I probably want to tackle something else now. Try a new series, something a bit different.
Not even within the DC universe. I would, if I was them, I'd want to go out and really try and stretch myself and come back to Batman or Justice League later.
There's been rumours about them doing Superman. There's been rumours about Superman.
Well, I say Batman and Superman is referenced in the game only slightly, but
I mean, let's face it. Has there ever been a good Superman game? I can't think of.
No, there was that infamously crap, like the worst game of all time on 1964.
That's E.T.
Well, apparently this one's very close. And I don't know. Superman games must have been, but there's been no. Trouble with Superman, you can do the same with the films and the character generally. You can go everywhere, do everything. He's super powerful. He can spin back bloody time if you believe the film. It's a pointless character.
I've never actually been that interested in Superman. I just kind of think like
a boring character, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's so kind of detached from reality.
Yeah, he's not down with the people.
He just doesn't understand.
They should have had Nicolas Cage do it in Superman Lives. That's what should have happened. Apparently, they're in
That's my Nick Cage.
Thanks for that.
I've seen that film.
They could do like Face Off, but with Superman and Batman.
Oh yeah.
I want to take his face off.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And Oscar.
Yeah.
End scene. Oscar.
Did you ever win an Oscar, Nicolas Cage?
Leaving Las Vegas, wasn't it?
Was it?
Is he
Or at least the movie did. Yeah.
Good shout. Yeah, I bet
I
he
think
did.
Leaving Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
Good knowledge.
I like him. He's good.
Yeah, have you seen those tumblers that just his face on like different like rodents and like Game of Thrones characters and stuff like that?
Have you seen the thing where it's like this guy in like 200 years ago as a picture, whenever pictures were invented, like 100 years ago or something, and it looks exactly like Nicolas Cage, and people thought he was like an immortal vampire.
Is there a rule?
Look it up.
Nothing can exist on the internet without like 5 minutes going by without Nicolas Cage being referenced. I feel like
It's like 8 degrees of separation.
No, we're helping propagate this.
Everything always comes back to Nicolas Cage.
But
Back to the
fuck were we
point.
talking about?
So I liken it to Guerrilla Games, otherwise known as Killzone Games, and they made Killzone. Then he comes around to E3 this year, and they've got this amazing game, Horizon,
UIP,
and it just looks so different, so much better, like colourful, different direction, like an RPG type game. Whereas usually they just make first-person shooters, and it's just like, wow, I reckon they just felt like they're just off the leash and they could just do that. And Naughty Dog with. Admittedly, they didn't only have Uncharted, but they'd done that for a lot of years, and then they did Last of Us. Just feels like these. It's a great studio. Is Rocksteady. Just feels like they've got more they could offer than just doing another Silent Predator.
Yeah, definitely.
Mission.
I'd really love them to do something brand new. Like I think there's some real appetite. It's something that's a real good like new IP action game. Something completely different. I think it's good time now. I think it's a bit like Assassin's Creed. If you sit and you said, there's a new Batman game coming out next year, I'd be like, do you know what? No, come on, leave it for a while.
No games need yearly updates.
I feel like, apart from FIFA, I feel like there's no...
Dave can buy it in 5 years.
Honestly, I still think with FIFA there should be like a kind of, you've bought it for the next 3 years, every year we'll just update it.
That is a total rip-off.
Honestly, EA...
that is EA's business model.
Surely you guys can save money by not having to reproduce these games.
Does he still have... Is Eminem Hughes still in it?
Kate Crusade.
Des Lynam still does Match at Day.
I don't think there's any way this is the last Batman game, because these games must make 100 million
Batman's
billion.
too big a character.
without
At least.
doubt. You know, and this game is obviously the one game with the season pass. You know, where you pay another
You
32
guys played
quid.
the Harley Quinn stuff as well.
I
didn't
played the
you?
Harley Quinn.
Go ahead
I
anyway.
like the Harley Quinn.
That wasn't worth paying. I know we didn't pay for it, but
No,
it's not worth paying for, is it?
the season pass is different though. It's a Batgirl DLC,
Which is out.
Yeah, but if the
now,
DLC is
it
anything
is
to go by with the
out very- it's out very
Harley
soon.
Quinn, I mean, does everyone get the Harley Quinn for free? Or is
Yes.
it just pre-ordered?
Yes.
If you pre-order it.
I'll pre-order,
So,
and
I
then
mean-
you get the Scarecrow missions on PS4, and there's also a Batmobile challenge. I'd love to play that.
And there are
But
some
you know-
skins for Batman where you can make him look like the anime version. And
Give him,
stuff
like,
that. I think
Superman's
you can make him like
face.
Adam West, can't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can,
and you can make
that's
him
very
give him
cool.
Nick Cage face, but only on one testicle.
You can only see his chin though.
Yeah, Nick Cage face just here.
Yeah.
You're like, I've got a cage chin.
Imagine you got big fat Ben Affleck as well. Come here, I'm Batman. Batfleck.
But I feel like the whole season pass thing is really cynical. So they announced the
Yeah.
season pass when the game launched, or even before it launched.
That was a jet.
So you could,
They
you could
they
buy.
got loads of shit about that. I bet they were
Yeah.
surprised
People,
about
the thing is, people. I mean, like I feel like the gaming community have got money to burn because people gave them shit about it. It still sold really well. I'll bet.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this game on PSN is like what, probably 50 quid,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the season pass is like another 35 quid. You're paying almost 100 quid for a game.
Yeah, that's,
And
that's
also,
astonishing. Yeah.
Why do guys help me out here? Why do people buy season passes before they know what the actual content of the season pass
And
is?
we went through on Pub News, didn't we? Like, and it was alright, but it was like, wow, that's got to be fairly meaty content, like for 6
And
months.
it'll
you not
just
feel-
be the same things. Go
Yeah.
on.
I was going to say, like, it's not really a negative of the game, but once I'd completed the story, I did a few of the side missions, but for me, it felt like I'd played the game now. Like, I'd done enough of it. And it wasn't that I was bored of it or anything, I just thought, no, I've had my time with it. So to do season passes as well, and you've got all this other stuff, I
Yeah.
can't imagine. So I did the Harley Quinn stuff, didn't finish it. I only played it for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But I didn't...
rigorous.
Yeah. But it felt basically like I'm basically just playing Batman, but with a different character. So I'm
Touch me if
wondering,
you want,
like,
Andy.
I'm wondering how often, like, the
Touch
DLC, the DLC, like, with different characters, are you just basically playing Batman,
It's just a different skin,
but
isn't
with
it?
a different skin?
It's
Yeah.
Batman with boobs.
Yeah, well,
Robin is that. Nightwing
yeah.
is that. Like the little bits where you get
But
to
the
use.
Harley
those
Quinn
characters.
stuff-
Harley Quinn was a bit like
Starting
that as
Harley
well.
Quinn stuff is a little bit different. You played it for 10 minutes. Like, you can't base an
The
opinion.
thing's
on
only
it.
20 minutes long anyway, is it?
Yeah, it's like an hour, 45
Oh,
minutes.
It's a whole hour.
Yeah.
But you are okay. So basically, by the time you finish the
Excuse me.
game, even if all you did was do the story mission, because it gives you this massive radius, like we've said, and like basically 12 o'clock is the mission, that is the story. And if all you did was story, you would not see anything different in any of those side missions, except perhaps that serial murder.
Yeah.
But other than that,
yeah.
everything else is replicated in the story.
I still
and there's
found,
nothing
And
I found
save,
I still found Man-Bat quite interesting.
Yeah,
because-
I'm not saying some of it's not interesting,
Yeah.
but it
and
is.
save Lewis Thingy Fox from the thing.
Lucius.
That's another mission.
Lewis Fox.
Lewis.
But that is literally a one mission
I mean,
job.
we didn't
so-
actually mention it. Expector Morse is in this
Oh
game.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
John Thor
John-
you, Lewis.
knocks out the park.
He certainly thawed out.
Lewis, you're not using the bad computer properly.
Should we talk about comics?
Shall we go
Yes,
to Little
yes,
Jack's corner?
Yeah,
Little
Jack's corner.
It came from the internet.
I want to do my one first.
Yeah,
this
go
is
for
like
it.
someone actually tweeted
Oh, hi there.
me, my
Oh,
good
is this
self.
little
Oh,
Mike's
wow.
corner?
Yeah, but
The opposite
Get your own
corner.
corner.
then Jack's going to get stuck into his own dirty corner.
Wow, this is getting angry.
Yeah.
So this fella at iWiley69, he said,
How is that an ooer?
69, dude,
Oh right, yeah.
Oh.
It might have been the summer of 6.
sheltered life. Andy only does 79s.
I don't know what that is, but I am certainly intrigued, Mike.
It's too difficult. This is iWiley69. It's too difficult and makes me angry. 2 exclamation marks.
Wow.
I finished everything, but still Riddler trophies. I just finished 70.2%, which I sympathise with terribly because
And that is a frowny face.
yeah,
Or is that a frowny
it's like
face?
ambivalent.
Ambivalent frown.
Mm.
It's like
It's like that's like when I
It is too difficult. Like parts of the game are, and it's probably referenced in the Batmobile, but it's parts of the game. If you fail them, you get pretty pissed off because you just get chucked into that same scenario time after time.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up. I don't want to bring up Bloodborne, but I'm going to.
there you go.
It's
We
the
were doing
Bloodborne
so
Again,
well.
show.
So the game itself, I didn't find it too difficult, but there were sections where
We need to let you drink
I'd
shots when you bring up Bloodborne.
Yeah, really
Here we
do.
go, guys. But I only maybe did the sections like 4 or 5 times, and I'd be like, that's it, I've had enough, this is annoying me. And so, but again, like with a game like Bubble, I didn't feel like that. I could do a section 20 times. It still got a bit annoying, but I didn't get tired of it that quickly. Whereas I think within Batman, if I died that many times, I was like, I really can't be arsed. And I don't know what the difference is and why that was different for me. I think maybe it's because the sections you die at, you start again from quite a large area to then you've got to clear out all these guys, or there's all these tanks to now suddenly clear out again, and you might have just got to the last tank and then suddenly died.
So in Batman, it tells you how many people you've got left. In Silent Predator modes and tank modes, it tells you how many people know you've got 2 left, and then they flame will kill you. Whereas on Bloodborne, there could be like a giant bloody 2-headed gargoyle around the corner, so you'd be dead anyway. You don't know how many things are left.
Yeah, that's it. So I found that was slightly frustrating. I mean, I was only playing it on medium. Is it medium? Normal, whatever we call it.
Like a real man.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Played on hard days.
I did it on normal, like a man with commitments and no time. But yeah, no, I didn't find it too difficult, but there were certainly sections. I certainly WhatsApped a couple of them, which I was a bit angry at.
There's fewer boss fights in this game, but the ones there are crap.
They're all a lot of them are vehicle based.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that. But yeah.
Anyway, we are going to have to visit Little Jack's corner. Are you going to?
You off?
I was going to get the cat.
Little Andy's corner.
The cat's scratching.
Let the cat in.
Oh, you can let the cat in.
Inky can contribute to the
cat
section.
On the set, guys, the cat's...
Yeah, Dave can reach it.
Yeah,
Let's do Little Jack.
Right, so this is a professional operation. Is it not coming in?
She is.
Oh.
No, it's just
well.
What is the cats say? Open the door, open the door, open the door. Nah, I'm alright.
The way you just close the door again. Like,
So this is a comment from John on Facebook, and John's a guy I went to college with. Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
Yeah.
Hi, John. Sorry about the sexual experience with Jack.
Hey, Jambo.
Yeah.
So
Daisy chaining.
With the 2 of them.
Centipede.
I'm just going to gloss over that. So he says, it's just come out of therapy. 10 long years later. So he says, just completed Batman Arkham Knight, and I must say, other than some extremely frustrating, God damn it, why won't you block moments, which is true, that's quite frustrating.
Especially the yellow ones.
Oh,
the knives,
Yeah, so you get a blue block and you get a yellow block. Yellow blocks are annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
skipping on.
Apart from all that, a very satisfying game. Regarding the PC version issue, so basically, the PC version was, some people reported it was broken on release, and they actually stopped selling it. And I think it's still
Still off.
still off.
Yeah, I don't think it's come back on sale yet.
That's embarrassing.
It is fucked.
Seriously.
So
But at least they took it off sale, unlike some you might mention.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
John says, I had a couple of crashes, but not all the time, and nothing frequent. That's interesting, isn't it? Because if you're on a PC, it's such an open platform that your experience might differ completely.
Yeah,
To the next
depends
person.
on your hardware, doesn't it?
But he does say that the save system was so frequent it wasn't really an issue when it did crash. Which the autosave
No, it's
pretty,
true. Yeah,
pretty
it's
spot on.
really slick. The whole game's slick, actually.
Great ending to a great set of games, which I think we can all agree on.
Yeah, the ending is a payoff. It's really good. Because
The ending's
I can't talk
fantastic.
anything about it, but it's really...
It's worth experiencing, isn't it? It's not worth spoiling.
For someone who really loves the Batman lore.
Well, the thing is, I
really
didn't even someone not caring for the lore of it.
You enjoyed it as well.
The gameplay of the ending was brilliant.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
just
It's a real change of pace, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so good.
I mean, there's a thing that references. It's really hard to say it, but it is awesome with the car.
It makes you feel like you wish they'd have done more experimental things through the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It plays it safe a lot.
Do you think they did? I think they did. Like I say with the Joker thing, I actually felt like they did lots of little
that
crazy
is really,
bits.
That is really clever. Don't get me wrong, but there's no other, because they mix up a bit of gameplay you've never seen before in the game in the final section without giving the game away. Whereas they don't, there's nothing in the rest of the game. It is basically just beating up thugs, using some of your gadgets at times, and doing Silent Predator, and it's just that over and then the tank battles over and over and over.
Yeah,
again.
maybe.
Yeah, I think there was a couple.
I'll take your maybes.
Oh, I feel so gloomy.
What else do we have in Little Jack's corner?
So I've just got a couple of so if you go onto Metacritic and look at the reviews for this game, they're all 10s or 0s, right? It's
Yay, the internet.
Yeah, exactly. It's a perfect microcosm of what the internet's like.
It's basically like a quit or a continue.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a battleground for people. Basically, you've got people saying this game's shit, and then you've got people saying actually this game's really good. So I don't agree. 10. So yeah. So I've just picked out a couple which are fairly representative. So Desert...
Eagle.
No, Desert of the Real.
Ooh.
Yeah. I felt really sorry for this guy or lady. They say, as I write this, I'm approximately 6% through the game and I'm completely frustrated by the over-reliance on the Batmobile.
Oh,
I mean,
good point.
6% in,
6%, was
Yeah.
it?
I only just pick up.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah.
the first Batmobile
Yes,
fight.
yeah.
Exactly. If they're frustrated now, I mean, they've probably killed
They're
themselves.
probably doing that horrible bit where you've got to
Yeah.
go like do a bit of platforming in the Batmobile.
I don't reckon
God,
this person.
yeah.
I don't
That
reckon
was
this person
horrible.
played through. If you're listening, Desert of the Real,
Yeah.
let us know if you finished it or even played on, because I don't think you did.
Yeah, that's
and
fair enough though.
I,
It is
No, over-reliance at 6%.
I mean, I think.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad, was it?
so
6%
I
of the
haven't got it
game.
here, but someone else said this game's shit. They said I returned it after 30 minutes.
Oh
So-
come on!
That's about the time it takes
Oh,
to
come
install.
on. That's bullshit.
That is actually one thing worth pointing out. This game takes freaking ages to install.
yeah.
Oh, the
And
DLC.
I'll download the
yeah.
patch,
Oh my
the
God.
day one
the
patch.
patch, yeah. The day one patch. This is my problem with like modern. They sound like Grandpa Simpson, but the modern console games, you get it home in the little box. Like a day one release means nothing if you buy it from Amazon. Because I got this. Oh no, I didn't get it day one. I got it day two. But like you get it day one. You think,
I got it
cool.
day one.
I can play my new console game. Whack it in. Got to download like a 10 gig patch.
Yeah.
It took me. I had to leave my PS4 on overnight to download the patch, so I didn't even get to play it.
Yeah.
It does work without the patch.
I know,
But then you're thinking, what am I missing? What am I
Yeah,
missing?
exactly. So on the more positive side, well, I say positive, Sky Haze. I want you guys to predict the score that Sky Haze gave this game.
10.
10.
Well, hold those horses. The missions are simple and predictable. The Batmobile, which is supposed to be a genre-defining feature, ends up being pointless and repetitive. This game was way
0.
too hyped.
10.
0.
10.
Oh,
So,
10.
so yeah,
What?
the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
10.
It's
Right.
actually a 10.
It's there in writing.
I believe you, don't worry.
Real
I
writing.
believe you.
Yeah.
Blimey. Wow.
I
So-
think, well, we need to give. Oh, go on. What
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Are we gonna wrap
it up?
We
Let's
are
wrap
wrapping
this
up.
up.
All
This is
right.
a long-
Let's wrap it up at like
man,
a
this
nice.
has been real,
tortilla.
guys. Real haze.
Yeah,
Or
Sky
haze
Haze.
real or whatever.
Sky Haze, yeah.
Desert of
Shit.
the Sky Haze Real.
Who wants to go first? So, I mean, it's this point of the show where we say if it's got to continue. We generally do a little bit of our thoughts on the game. We start with you.
Yeah.
Sharpening
Well, it's
first.
obviously a continue, obviously.
Obs.
I do have a couple of reservations. I think from the reviews that I read about it before I played it, I think I was expecting a little bit more. It was just sort of built up as this absolutely incredible game, and it was very good. But I don't think it's been. I think it has been overhyped. I think it's definitely been overhyped. Just
Are you this bloke from Metacritic?
10 out of 10.
With
10 out of 10.
With unmasked Sky Haze
Yeah.
live on the internet.
I do think the tank battle is obviously a big issue, but for me the tank battles are less of an issue in comparison to the sort of that you have to set your winch off to, like the sort of platforming with a tank.
I love that winch. You gotta love the winch.
The idea of you setting your
I
winch
like the
off.
thing.
yeah.
There are certain bits you
I
gotta
lost
grapple on the
my
things and literally go down a cliff like that. It's like, what's Batman
that
even
stuff,
doing?
That stuff was a bit ridiculous. But yeah, no, I mean, gameplay-wise, it's fantastic. The ending was absolutely fantastic, and I almost forgot about the tank battles actually at that when I was doing that ending.
Did you stand up and applaud?
I placed a doily on the TV and bowed.
I went,
Yes.
that, sir, is job done.
I climbed the nearest skyscraper and looked down menacingly.
But it was very good. But like I said, I think there's an awful lot of content in the game, which is great for a lot of people, but certainly not. Well, it's not a bad thing ever. But I did notice that I definitely played enough of the game, so I thought the story was full enough for me. It was a really good game. Yeah, really happy with it.
Well, thanks, Angela Rippon. For me, yes, it is a continue. I mean, I was going about this game before we played it, wasn't I? Oh, it was going to be brilliant. It's gonna
You
be
were
brilliant.
such a Batman bore.
Yeah,
right?
You know,
Shut
I was a
up.
Batman bore, and do you know what? I think this is the worst in the series. I still love it, and I still think it's brilliant, but it
10.
is the worst in the series. And that the Batmobile is a good in some parts. It's been so overused. The tank battles are crap. The Arkham Knight, I think, is a real missed opportunity. I think it's a real weak, sort of insipid villain. You can work out the other stuff for yourself. I'm not going to spoil it, but I think the ending is outstanding. I think the presentation of the world is brilliant. I think combat's still amazing. I think overall it's still an absolutely outstanding game, but they have overcooked so many elements of this game, and it really is a shame because I think it's a bit like, it's really weird. It's a bit like The Dark Knight Rises, which I felt exactly the same thing. I thought it just didn't work in parts, but it was still a great ending to that trilogy, and the trilogy still meant a lot. It's just a shame it wasn't better. But then again, the Return of the Jedi was shit as well. So.
Hey, you take that back.
No. Spoiler alert, Return of the Jedi shit.
Luke's all cool in that. He looks a bit like Batman in his cool suit.
What? Oh, well, in his black suit.
Yeah.
And he's got his metal hand,
Yeah.
which is incredible for masturbation. So let's continue. Yeah. Anyway.
What's a continue? Luke's got a metal hand.
Man, I think we're all going to probably say the same things here, unless Jack's got a surprise in store. But like, it is a continue for me. But yeah, I mean, it's so close to being a quit that I'm so surprised.
Really?
So close.
It's amazing, actually.
Because I mean, yeah, okay. So compared to Assassin's Creed Unity, which I gave a quit, it's miles better than Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah.
It's so better pulled together. It flows so much better. Like just the presentation and everything, unless you're on the PC by the sounds of it. But yeah, it's amazing. But the game doesn't represent something that Batman would actually do in a comic book or a film or something. It's not like the bloody tank battles. The plot just makes no real sense. You would never get a comic book, a graphic novel, where Batman chalks off all these villains one by one. It just would never happen. It just doesn't. It feels so contrived that even though it's brilliant, there's too much in it. And I think when you said it's like overbaked or whatever, that is completely true.
Yeah,
like,
they've
it's
overcooked
totally
it. They've overcooked it. The flow, the pacing, I think, is overcooked as well.
And the Batmobile is terrible. Just like, you only need it a little bit, guys. You don't need to chuck it at us like that. And you know, like I remember the old Spectrum game on like the Batman game on the Spectrum, where you could like get around lampposts. You had to throw your batarang out the corner, and you'd corner. And that was actually more responsive than the bloody handling in this game, which is nuts. So, and the Arkham Knight is not a great villain, and that's obviously what the game's principally built around. That's what they're advertising it as. So, I mean. But having said that, the game is brilliant. It just feels like I'm kind of glad that this is. I'm hoping this really is Rocksteady's last Batman, because it feels like I want someone else now to come in and see this and raise the bar.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think Rocksteady. Do something different, but better.
not like this. Don't do fucking tanks, for God's sake. Whoever's out there, please don't do tanks.
Having said that, there's so much in the game that is brilliant that it is a continue. It'd be stupid to say otherwise, in my opinion. But
is it stupid? It's academic now.
Do you know what?
Anyway,
I'm going to wrap this up really quickly because our Papa John's is getting freaking cold as we speak. So yes, let's continue. All right, done. No, I was just going to say, the main bugbear for me is that I can't get past the tank. It just really, every time a tank battle came up, which was just completely forced upon you, I got really frustrated with it. And it's not even like the tank battles are that hard, apart from maybe the
it's just annoying.
One of the boss fights is
some of the defuse the bomb scenarios are quite hard.
Yeah, but I didn't bother with those because that's just side content. So the tank thing, I can't get my head around why it was in there. Why, you know, throughout all these meetings that Rocksteady must have had about the game, nobody went, guys, this tank thing, it's a bit shit.
Yeah,
you know,
that really
they were too far down the development process by that point, was it? Yeah, because they designed the missions around the Batmobile, hadn't they?
But it's so shoehorned in. Having said all of that, I really enjoyed the game. I'm not even like a big Batman fan, a big Bat fan.
Bat fan.
Bat
fans.
Hey, Bat fan.
But he wasn't in the game.
Roland Rat was not represented in this game at all.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, that'd be a great Batman villain. Roland Rat. I mean, it makes you feel so powerful and like a genuine superhero, and like swinging through the streets and whatnot.
What game are you playing?
You know, the swinging stuff.
Gay abandon.
So,
Little Jack's coming.
Look, how I play these open world games is up to me. I found that massage parlour that Dave was talking about. It's all right.
Couldn't afford the super happy, it's the mediocre.
But yeah, anyway, so for me, it's a continue. Absolutely.
All right, so it is 4 out of 4, but it's 4 skeptical out of 4. I don't know.
Bear in mind the caveats.
Yeah, but it's a great game.
It's still worth playing, I think
it's well worth playing.
All right, so anyway, this has been Quite a Continue. I am Mike Plant at Mike Plant GC, Andy Lachlan,
at Media Scribbles,
Dave Whiteman,
at TLD Dave,
and Jack
Turner.
What?
Yeah, that's my surname.
All right, Jack Turner.
At QLC Jack.
That's his bloody name.
Jack.
Yeah.
So the next game we're going to do is not just one game, but 4, because we're going to cover the entire Telltale series.
Yeah.
Well,
Within
not
reason.
all of them. We're going to cover 4 major Telltale
Well,
games
yeah, the
and
4 ones
discuss
that
the
anyone really cares
Telltale
about.
phenomenon.
Yeah. Ooh, so join us next time.
Bye.
Wow, right.
Nicole.